Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Michigan here with another replay for you. And for the third video in a row, I am featuring the new Type 71. Now, I just can't get enough of this tank. And while I would love to go over the statistics again for the third time, I'm going to spare you that, as you can easily go back, watch the 2-minute tank review or the previous double feature replay, and get everything you need to know from there. So, in this game, I am playing here on Berlin. And this is a Tier 9 game. It's about 50-50, maybe a little bit more Tier 9s than Tier 10s. And I'm going to head straight for the city, and I'm sure you can see the spot that I'm eyeballing, this little ramp here. And I'm up here against a couple of other vehicles, including the Tier 9 variant of this line, which is the Type 68. Now I'm going to make a crucial mistake right off the bat. Looking for that Type 68, what I'm not doing is using that little pillar to my left to actually cover my weak point, and that Type 68 is going to take advantage there. Looking for the ST2, and not going to get anything on him either. So you can see that he is covering up a spot there. Now I realize, well, I have one of those posts as well. Why didn't I think of that? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up to use that post as well. Now the way I'm going to do that is set up my gun in the bottom left-hand corner. I see an E3, so back up a little bit. Use the 12 degrees gun depression. Boom. 417 damage, blocking the E3 for my first hit and second hit taken so far of the game. So still using that little post. It's a little tricky to play this, as I would love to be in other parts or being able to shoot at other vehicles, but the post in the way. And instead I'm going to look for a little pixel snipe on the left side of that Type 68. Not going to get anything. There's the E3 again. The post is causing me a little bit of issue, but what I really want to do is make sure I stay safe from the Type 68. Looking for that pixel snipe. Now name another tank that you could play in the city that could do that, because I'll bet you can. And that is why I love the Type 71. Pixel sniping the cupola there of the Type 68. It's a little aggressive statement on my part, but it's out of love. It's out of love. Type 68's taken 2 hits from me. I'm up to 800 damage. And again, he's just moving back and forth. You can see it's a little awkward with the hydropneumatic suspension there. Getting a third hit, putting me over 1,100 damage. Blocked about 1.2k and spotted a little bit too. So decent game so far. Gonna need to do a lot more though. You can see his hydropneumatic suspension is a little janky too, as he's sort of creeping up the slope. Looking for the E3 again, still trying to cover myself. And he's going to go back down. Turns his start just a little bit too far. You know what? I'll take that. It didn't look like it should have hit, but pulled the trigger and Wargaming counted it, so what's there to complain about, right? Looking for the E3 again. Just wrestling with that pile of bricks there. So instead I'm going to move over to the left. Looking for E3. Bounces me off the great turret armor. 356 right into his lower plate. Didn't even need the accuracy, but we'll take it. Now the team is up by 1,000. However, there's an IS-7 on the 9 line who hasn't moved a lot. So just keep a lookout for him, as he'll make a reappearance later on in this match or not. Now at this time I did not notice him. So if you count his hit points, that we're actually down about 1,000 HP. And we're only up by 2 ticks. So something to consider, and I'm going to make a huge mistake here. Getting hit by an ST2 and an E3, putting me at 550 health. I was not paying attention at all, and that is going to set me up for some tricky situations later on in this map. Looking for the E3, but unfortunately he's been able to go hull down behind his dead teammate there, that BZ68, or not BZ68, Type 68 that we were engaging earlier. And now I'm in a bit of a tricky situation. I can still take hits from quite a few vehicles here. The 1390, Type 61, the Patton, maybe the T92, the STB and the ST2, but the other half, I definitely can't take hits on. They're all 750 alpha or higher. So that is going to make for a rough situation. Now the E3 is backed off, so I'm going to take this opportunity to take a bit of a gamble. Now I don't know where that T92 is. Now I presume either he's on the G line or the B line. So what I'm going to do is gamble that he's on the G line and see if I can't take out this E3, as we really do need some help in there. Looking for the drive wheel shot. I'm going to get it. E3 decides to come around the corner. He's pushing me. I'm going to look for a shot. Okay, I guess I wasn't reloaded at that time. That's not a great shot by me. I hope it's because I was just trying to press the button as soon as I reloaded. And now this E3 has a decision to make. He's pinned between the T95 and myself. Slow traverse speed, not going to get it. Or he's not going to be able to get around. T95's coming. He's going to finish him off, and here comes a 1390. This is going to be a bit dicey. Just auto aim on him. Close range. He hits me in the track. He's going to have to bounce one more, or he will kill me. Bounces one, and is he out of rounds? I thought he had 4 rounds, but I'm pretty sure he only fired 3. Maybe he just shot one off in the distance. And I decided I'm going to chase him out here. Now, I have to be a little bit careful because there is that ST2 over there looking for one. Not going to quite get it. However, he is now in a tough position because he actually has to get out from behind that berm. There's the ST2 going to back off a little bit. He's too busy expending shells. Going to get one into his drive wheel. Low roll just a tiny bit. I needed to high roll to actually kill him. And he's going to pull off right before I reload. But luckily the T95 finishes him off. Now, I'm going to have to help out this this 4005 here, who just got finished off by the ST2, putting one in, but I don't want to hang around because that guy, I am now a one-shot for him. So he's pulling his gun around for me. I'm going to wait and try and see, where is he looking? Okay, now he's looking away from me, and we're going to pull out, put one into his back, and try and keep the T95 from getting shot at the pull-up, which means that he and I now have barely 400 HP between us, and we have to take this out. Now I'm looking around. What's around this corner? There is a Type 61 that was spotted over here. Now, our team is up by, remember that IS-7 who's still camped back there. 1 tank, and we're actually down by about 2,200 HP. There's the Type 61. I'm going to look for him. Where is he? Is he going to turn in here, or what? Oh, does he see me? He does see me pulling back. Good, he hits the rock, and here comes the T95, who we saved earlier. Thank the Lord for him. IS-7 is still AFK, obviously. I'm just looking for the auto aim. Now, the reason I'm doing that is just so that I can watch. Is he going to fire? Big mistake by me that I just got really lucky. I assumed that he fired at the T95 because the T95 was a one-shot. He did not, but I am so lucky that I bounced a heat round off my hull, which isn't very good. Where did that round hit? I actually don't know, but it ricocheted off somewhere on my hull. Maybe it hit my gun mantlet there? Who knows? But I got away with it, and I'm up to 5,400 damage. Now, we have a bit of a conundrum, because that Type 61 doesn't want to come near us any more than we want to come near him. Our team is still down HP, and we're up by 2 tanks. It's 10 to 7 now. T-62A is in quite a situation there, getting shot at by the STP. We have a Škoda and a Grill, who, while they appear full health on my screen, I'm going to tell you right now, they're not. In fact, they are on fairly low health, and we'll see them pop up later. Now, I'm asking the IS-7 to come over. This is when I realized he did. Okay, I'm like, IS-7, we need you. I'm clicking on the map. Hey, let's go. He's on full health, and I know he's on full health because he's in my render range here. But I think in a second, my team is going to tell me he's AFK. Now, I have pulled back around to this corner. I believe the T-95 has that covered. But I expected that Type 61 to try and come down and come in behind me. He knows I'm in the spot, and, obviously, you can make a full loop here. So, I'm sitting here. I'm going to sit here for a while and just wait for this Type 61. And if he does come around this corner, I should have the advantage there. Now, I'm holding the right trigger because I really don't want to see him. I'm going to back off a little bit. I'm thinking maybe can I get shots on that STB? Maybe that 704 will push out. But both of them are behind the main building there, behind the cap, over there at Golf 4, Foxtrot 4. So I'm actually not going to be able to get shots at him. The Sheridan's doing his best to light, but with TD sitting back there, it's going to be very difficult, and he just took another hit. So now we're only up by, we're down 2,000, and we're only up by 1 vehicle. I believe the T91 finished off a vehicle about 30 seconds ago, which I must have missed. IS-7, still AFK. Not much to say at this point. T-95 is getting a little antsy too. He's deciding to pull back, probably presuming that maybe the Type 61 could come in from the rear again and come in from behind, so he's going to pull back. Škoda T50 finishes off the STP. That's a great kill there. So that leaves that whole left side free, except for the fact that there is a Object 704. I'm getting a little antsy there. Again, kind of moving back and forth. It's been about a couple minutes at this point. There's the 704. The other building's in the way. 704 finishes off the Grill, just leaving the Škoda over on that side. I'm going to look for a shot. I don't know what I thought I was going to get. Maybe there'd be a hole through the building. It can't hurt. But again, we're still waiting for this Type 61. I have no idea where this guy went. There's the T92, so it looks like he's moved from V2 from the shot I took earlier. And there's the Type 61. So I'm going to waste absolutely no time. However, I have to be mindful that if this T92 just ever so much as gets a shell in the same zip code as my tank, I am probably dead. But my main focus is going to be clear out the last targeted vehicle. Type 61 creeping around the corner. There's the T-95. He's looking for me. Just going to pull the trigger. And now I'm going to back up. Remember, that T-95 is right, if I can zoom out, he's right in here somewhere, so he could loop a shell over that building. So I'm going to have to figure out how to play this. Now I'm going to come around the inside, looking for it. Where's that T-95 looking? So I'm mousing over him because I can get his outline. Instead, what I'm going to do is just rush past him, put a shell in there using my improved aiming, and I'm going to get to this wall. Now what this does is it pins him between the Sheridan and myself, and he's still tracked, so we're going to track him again. Now with the T-95, what I'm going to realize in a second is I need to shoot a little bit further back. There we go. Because that part protruding over the front doesn't actually have armor behind it. So while I do take out the vehicle, or do take out the tracks, I don't actually take out anything else. Now T-95 comes around behind me and finishes him off. Now I'm looking for intuition. Now this was probably not the best play to make. I'm cutting on the inside, leaving all of this open field out. What I should be doing is coming on the outside so that I can play these buildings. I'm crossing an open field with a T-95 in there. Now if the 704 had backed off, which I'm counting on him not, because he's right over there by the building, then I would have been in deep trouble. So what I'm going to do is try and flank around behind the 704. And the goal here is to sandwich him between the Skoda and myself. T-95 is covering this alleyway. I'm going to come around a little bit. I'm looking for him. I'm wondering where this guy went. Where is he? Pulling out. He should be around here. Oh, crap. There he is. I'm going to put one in. And I believe I shouted at that time. The 704 just made a play that I was not going to expect. I didn't expect him to push out like that, especially given that I wasn't lit. So I don't know what else I could have done. Maybe I should have gone for the T-95 first. But again, the T-95 is going to sit in the bush, and all he needs to do is shotgun me. So instead, after screaming a little bit into the air, we're going to check on the other players here. Looking for the IS-7, there he is, the T-61, and there's the Skoda who just finished off the 704, refilling his 3-round clip. Now all we need to do is finish off this arty. This could be incredibly tricky, given again that we're even on HP. So we're gonna try and get the T-95 to come in first, but the T-92 fires. Arty tries to counter battery. Where is he? He shouldn't be able to reload in time. And there he is. One shell from the Skoda D50. It looks like the Arty splashed him. And that is going to be game over for an incredibly nail-biting game on Berlin. So, unfortunately, the World of Tanks post-game is broken. Or not post-game, but World of Tanks replays is broken. So, lost in battle. And we'll just go over the post-game results from here, as there isn't actually any hidden statistics. 6,732 damage, 2,600 assist, or 2,600 blocked, wow, and 564 assist. So definitely my best game so far in the Type 71. I really like this tank. I'd recommend that everyone picks one up if you like that sort of thing. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one. See ya.